This better fucking work, man. Run OBS as administrator. That was the last thing I got, pretty much. I'm gonna let that run for a bit. I'm just gonna keep browsing different options in case that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? This person... Okay, what? Change servers, maybe? It's not OBS related. Okay, maybe it's just a timing thing. And I've been running for a minute and 50% of his frames have been dropped. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna let that run for one more minute. If that, hopefully that number goes down. Oh, this person's problem got fixed, happened again, and then it got fixed again. It was just kind of random. Okay, wow, great help. Oh, the number's going down, which is good. It's at about 40% now. One more minute, and we'll see. I could close Task Manager. Yeah, seems good. Okay. I'm gonna quickly send out a couple messages and we'll be on our way. What's my... Control C, Oh, I forgot to change the fucking title of the stream. Oh boy. I do this, does it? It doesn't. Fuck. Whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I just don't care. I spent half an hour on that. Okay, Evan, one last. Okay. There we go. Oh, I opened up the wrong tab. Okay. You know what's fine? Oh, it went back up to 40%. That's not good. Okay. Fuck it, I'm streaming. I don't care. I'll deal with 40%. Dropped frames. That's... Nice. Okay, yeah, I need to remember to open up my phone so I can see chat. Like dealers across from me have time. Oh, yeah, it's not a bad hand. Started with 2 sequences already. Oh, I might need to move the image over a bit. Because it's kind of... Oops. Good thing I can move that back. I should lock where that is. Move you over. Lock that. Nice. It's not all simple, so I shouldn't. Do that. Okay. I gotta love how I just have the red. Your internet's not working right now. Oh boy. That's fucking great. But yeah, maybe midstream I'll show why I made the avatar. Because that's not what I was planning to use it for, let me tell you that. I did not realize that was Ricci. Okay. Wow. Why didn't the... Oh no, the title did get reset, it's just that my phone is still open on the old title. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Need to open up the tab again. I can't just keep tabbing in, tab out. Luckily, you guys can still hear it even when I tab out. That's good. Oh, that pop-up doesn't it? Good. Okay. Oh yeah, that actually just straight up lagged. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm watching the stream, yeah, that gets bad. Oh boy. Like the shine that goes across the Dora, it's just stuck in the middle of a one. Oh no. I hope the audio's at least coming through okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn the audio on my phone and just listen. Oh, and someone just zoom out. Okay, well. I'll have to wait until the stream starts stuttering again. Or freezing up, and we'll listen. Seems like it's coming through okay. Kinda sucks since the dealer won that. This is pretty good. And also sucks for me since they took my Ricci wager. There we go. Alright, yeah. Maybe I'll showcase after this match, what the full PNG of that looks like. And... one tile off. Good. Good. Lovely. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 outs. There's no reason for me to take that. Instead of a 6. Double. It also didn't matter what I discarded because they're gonna call it anyways. Yeah, sure. I'd rather do that. Oh boy. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, oh, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh wow. That's a very small hand, but I want the dealer off of them anyways. Also, the guy on my right was building pretty quickly. I don't want to leave that be. Double whites. Can pawn cat this if I wanted to. Wow, never mind. 2 Han even if I open it, minimum. Just because of that. That's bad. I don't have any bamboo on my hands. Holding the 2 is just better. Same thing with the 6 and 9 there. This is 2 sequences. That's a pair. White's are probably gonna get called. Or if it doesn't, it's just another pair, so I need to form a sequence somehow, which is probably gonna be discarding the 2 for one of these, or I discard one of these to set up the sequence of the 2. It's probably how it's gonna end up being, because Lord, someone's they're not gonna discard a white. I know my feckin' luck. Discarding the 9 is optimal. Okay, wow. I could get rid of this and go for half flush for an extra 2 Han. It is... There's a free Han, and then it's Yeah, -1 after taking a call. Okay. Yeah. So, depends on how greedy I want to be with it. Like 2 Han? Make it a 4 Han hand? Or... I don't know. Good chunk of the characters have already been discarded, and I'm holding a ton of them in hand already. It'd be hard to make anything. Because I need, like, at least a pair. I haven't discarded any of the characters yet, which is good. There's nothing I've drawn to... Well, if someone discards into this, I will just... or deals into it, I will just take it. Okay. I guess I'm going greedy for an extra free Han, because I'm stupid. Okay. Yep. The game has a pretty good way of convincing me to go for a half flush. Because, yep. I just realized, the 4 is the door indicator. Let's see. How many? 9s are pretty much gone. Yeah, that's a 9 as well. 8s. 2 of them are gone as free, I guess, technically. Like, there's 2 tiles now I can win off of, I think. Or get into Tenpai with. My winning tile from before also hasn't been discarded yet, which is, kind of telling that someone else is holding characters, or like, probably someone else just going for characters in general. Either that, or each person has a small bit of characters in their hand, and they're building into something. This is, like, very free, except for in front of this guy. If this guy needs it, I'm kind of screwed. But I'll just treat this as a safe tile. I've only got one more draw left anyways. And maybe I should have held on to Tenpai. Fuck. No one was in Tenpai. Okay. Yep, someone was just holding on to it. Dealer gets passed on, right? Yeah. Because no one was in Tenpai. Okay, let's see what we got. This isn't very good. This is awkward. I'm just gonna get rid of that. These are Suji from each other. So if I get something in between, that would be nice. But man, that sucks. Just get rid of that. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, just do that. Also talking about, before I locked in, I think it was something about the avatar. So I found a custom ID creator for Limbus. It was one of the tabs I closed, but luckily I think it saves, because it's like a local save. I have the images for it anyways. I already made 2. I haven't really posted them anywhere besides one of them, which like only one person really saw. Fuck. I'm sick. I'm going off of Suji. That's my best bet. The discarded the 9 and 6. I hope they don't need the 3. That's basically it. I'm just gonna stay safe for a bit until more info is gleaned. And they're staying safe too, which is the problem. I need info. I don't want to have to be the first person to just dive headfirst into this. Yeah, I made a Sakia Faust. I think the title was Vampires Made Faust. The main gimmick was gaining. Why is my voice changing? I should drink some water. um, the main gimmick was gaining haste and applying bind to activate speed conditionals. Uh, Now, unlike, let's say, Sank Sinclair, your speed conditionals aren't like to gain coin power or anything like that. She actually has zero, like, zero conditionals that affect her numbers. Instead, she has conditionals where she's like 5 speed faster than the target. She'll reuse the skill if it didn't kill. So basically, if you think of Fire Emblem and how wait, weren't all last wait, fuck, I'm in third. Um, where like if you have enough speed, you get like 2 attacks off. I don't know what that's called, but I've seen it before. If you have enough speed, you get 2 attacks off. If you're quicker than the opponent by a certain amount, it's basically that. Um, if Sakia is fast enough, or Faust, if Faust is fast enough, or the speed difference is fast enough, she will just reuse the skill on the opponent again, which by the way will increase her haste gain and apply more bind to the opponent. So that the skill 1 is on use, gain 1 haste, apply 1 bind, and free bleed potency. And has conditional like fail to kill. The fail to kill is just so that it doesn't reuse it onto a separate target, because that makes no sense. I want it so that it's like Rusty commemorative coin for all of her skills, except instead of the condition being a single coin skill, it's instead on fail to kill and you being fast enough. And the fail to kill is just to ensure it always retargets onto the same character. So it's like on-rush, but different conditional, and it targets the same character. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The second skill... Oh, someone DC'd. That's why it's... Okay. Wait, that's the person in first. Okay. I'm 1 tile off for Tenpai. Okay. So... The skill 2 is, I think... Yeah, skill 1's 2 coins, skill 2 is 2 coins, skill 3 is 3 coins. Skill 1 is base free coin power 4, I think. And that gets reused twice. Or not reused twice, it's reused once on when the conditional's met. So if it gets reused, that means it's a total of 2 bind, and you're gaining 2 haste. This skill 2 is basically... It's almost the exact same. It's on use, you gain 2 haste. On hit, it applies 2 bind next turn. All the haste and bind is next turn. I'm just gonna avoid saying next turn to make it quicker to explain. Come on. What was it? It applies free bleed count, and then it applies 1 paralyze. I think it's same turn paralyze. Except the reuse conditional is a speed of... If you are faster than the target by 7 or more. If your speed is higher than the target's by 7 or more. Whatever the wording is on... Or like the speed difference between you and the target, I don't... It's whatever the wording is on Sank Sinclair's conditionals. On his skill 1. It uses the same wording, or same grammar as that. Except instead of coin power, it's reuse this skill 1 time, which I think is... I used a mix of a wording between Ting Tang Honglu's Mutilate and the text on Rusty Commemorative Coin. Anyways, the skill 3... Wait, was it 3 coins? Yeah. I know the skill 2 rolls to a 17, and I also made the skill 3 roll to a 17. But the skill 3 is free coin, so it has higher damage. Anyway, skill 3 is on use, gain free haste next turn, on hit, inflict free bind next turn. What was it? And then on hit, inflict free bleed potency, free bleed count, and then inflict 2 paralyze. And then the conditional for reusing it on the same target is once again fail to kill, but the speed difference you need to be faster by 9 or more, which is kind of hard. Oh, we're going another round because the dealer won. That's Freehan? Honestly, I'm fine with that. Makes it easier for me to get past second and not lose elo. Fuck. Okay, that's I'm like 2 tiles off pretty much. Like if I get rid of that, I'd be, yeah. So I'm 2 tiles off. I'll have to get rid of something along the way, but yeah. Oh, and the bitrate just dropped again, or frames dropped frames, not bitrate. I don't know. I'm at 0. Okay, cool. Oh, it jumped up to 51% of dropped frames. Yep, that's cool. Yep. Okay. I am now 1 tile away from Tenpai. So I'm looking for the 7 of bamboo or the 1 in 4 characters. Yeah. Okay. You know what, in the background I'm gonna pull up the image for the custom character, just so I don't have to recall it off of memory, because like it's pretty easy to remember the skill 1 to 2 to 3, because, you know, it's the exact fucking same. Oh wait, I opened up Dawns by accident. Oops. Oh, I don't need these either. Delete those. Vampire's Maid. Oops. Okay. I'm dropping more frames, but at least the audio's okay. This is basically a podcast. There's no reason to look at the screen for this stream. Like, just don't bother. It is bad. Okay, strongest mid. Yep. Yeah, so the skill 2 is base free, and coin power of 7, and it's 2 coins. So yeah, that rolls to 17. And the skill 3 is base 2 with 5 coin power and 3 coins, that's also 17. Oh yeah, the skill 3 also inflicts 2 paralyze. If your speed is 9 or more, it gets reused again, which does mean you're inflicting, or you're gaining 6 haste next turn, you're inflicting 6 bind, you're getting 6/6 in bleed, and that's 4 paralyze. So your next clashes are going to be hella easy. And don't forget, you just inflicted, like, I don't know, what's 7 plus, ooh, what's that? Okay. 7 plus 12 plus 17, that's 24, 36, 36. That's 36 raw for 1 skill free, so now that's 72. Damn. So yeah, that's 72 raw damage, and it applies 36 damage and bleed as well. The 4 paralyzed, as well as the huge speed diff, which will basically make your next skill automatically reuse. The idea for her was to have a snowballing effect where she starts out as kind of support with a paralyze and her being a bit above average speed because her speed range is 4 to 7. That's her base speed range. And like, let's say you like turn 1 you use Eternal Meek, the skill free Eternal Meek. So you're gaining free haste. The enemy will have 1 speed next turn because of a free bind. Let's just assume that the enemy permanently has 1 speed now. So free haste, even if you min roll with your speed range, you're at 7 speed because min roll is 4, you gain free haste, you're at 7 now. If enemy's at 1, that's a speed diff of 6, which means your skill 1 can get reused, which gives you 2 haste. Oh, right. Yeah, she, I guess another thing is that she has a... I should probably mention the Sin Affinities. Skill 1 is Pride, everything else is Lust. That's because it synergizes well with G Cordatus's passive, which also gives haste. I should probably mention the passive first before I go over, like, numbers. The passive is like Resonance 4 Lust to gain +1 max speed next turn for every haste on self, max free. So if you form 4 Lust Res on the first turn and use her skill free, your max speed is... your speed range is now 4 to 10. Wait. Oh, it's haste on self. So if you do that on turn 2, your speed range will be 4 to 7. Or 4 to 10. And if you get your skill 2 off, that's 4 haste next turn. If you get skill 1 off, that'll be 2 haste next turn, as well as you having the 4 to 10. Like, it's pretty easy to get the skill 2 off, the conditional. You've got like a couple downturns, and if you want to make it really easy for yourself, form Lust Resonance, basically. Oh, shit. Ricci. I wasn't really paying attention. Oh, that's a single weight. Okay. I think the evade is kind of nice, though. It's a... Oh, the defense skill is evade. And... Base free, coin power of 6. If this unit's speed is higher than the target's, base power +1 for every speed difference. Base power +1 for every 1 speed difference, max 10. That's the exact same wording on as Sank Audis's evade, with the exception that I made it have max 10 instead of max free. She also has a -3 defense level, so that's actually like a 2 + 6, really? Which means that base, that's an 8, which isn't great. Are you fucking kidding me? It's Tuhan again. Which means we're going another round, by the way. And the dealer keeps winning. What's funny is that Stank Audis's evade rolls 1 higher than this evade at max potential for both. Because this is... And that's thanks to the defense level. Because Stank Audis has like +3 or something like that. She gets at least +1 from defense level, I think. But like... hold on. Like, this is 3 + 6 + 10, that's 19, -1, that's 18. I think St. Audis hits 19 with her evade. Which is hilariously funny. Because you need to put in so much more effort for Sakia's evade to be good. Because you need to be 10, you need like an 11 speed, pretty much. Like, have the passive active with free haste. Next turn, you have the 4 to 10 speed range. You hit the 10 and you have a bit of haste. Well, you need minimum 11 with the enemy at 1 speed. And this differs between enemies and body parts, so you need everything to be on 1 speed if you want to dodge everything with a 19. Although there are some funny things you can do to like boost its base power and all that with support passives. And yeah. Oh yeah, I gave her 167 health and a stagger threshold of 85, 70, and 55, which means she's ultra squishy. Um, which also means that like after taking about like what's 15% of that? It's like yeah, it's about 20. It's about 20 health. After she takes like 20 damage, she gets staggered. Um, um, okay. This better fucking work. Hell yeah! I hit the dealer too, so it's more. I must have hit Dora. Oh wait. Oh, that's two hunt. Yeah, that's why I got the four. Ipatsu Pinfu, Dora. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those three are guaranteed. I knew it was free hunt because it was the sequence out, and then I hit it immediately before it looped around. There we go. I stole second. I don't think I should have gotten second, but I got it. Nice. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna show the image on screen. How do I image? No, that's the background. It's this placeholder thing. Show. Oh, yeah, it's this one. This is one I showed off in the Shadowverse stream while showing off my custom cards that I made. Where is fan-made IDs? Faust. Open. Trinkets. Ta-da! Sprite editing is my passion. And then it took me like 20 minutes to make a version where her eyes are a different color. It's just so that it can be red when I talk. But yeah. I know the ID uses the skill frames for skill freeze for every single thing, but that's a small nitpick. Yeah, -3 defense level, +3, +4, +4. Makes it a bit easier on the clashing considering she has no conditionals. And these aren't like the lower end of modern IDs. To support passive, it's just rest free, give haste to #1 deployed identity. I'm pretty happy with it. Why is that 0.25 to blunt? That should say 0.5. Uh-oh. Oops. I'm gonna have to remake this. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just open up? Control-Shift-T, that did not do what I think it did. Oh, I closed the Shadowverse custom card maker. You know what? I'm gonna reopen that. There we go. Do that. This is gonna start playing by accident. Don't copyright claim me. That's a video on how to break Library of Ruina, and I need that because I still haven't beaten the game. Load Sakia Faust. Yep, I need to fix that resistance. That should be 0.5. Save, overwrite, download, and then I'll just replace the file. Ba ba ba. Delete. Vampires made. Here we go. Close that now. But why does it want me to sign in again? Okay, well, now I need to open up email. Luckily, I switched tabs or switch scenes. You can still hear me on this scene, right? Okay, good. Refresh till I get the Yo star. Was it that? Yeah, it was that. Login. Okay. Wait. Oh! Control-Shift-T just opened up all of my tabs again. Wow! Like, I had... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 tabs open. I did Control-Shift-T and it opened up, like, those 7 tabs again with like the extra ones as well. No wonder why it wanted me to sign back in. Anyways, so yeah, that's her. Yeah, kind of broken. If you get a bit lucky with speed as well as stacking this, but it feels like you go slightly negative on speed if you start with Eternal Meek. Yeah, I like it. Anyways, time for the next one, because I want to show that one too. The strongest fairy. This one's not as good as a sprite edit, but anyways, to start with, this Frostbite. Unique status effect. I made it unique sinking, max cap 9 because the baka. Gain 1 sinking for every free count when tossing an attack coin. Basically, think of how bleed deals damage whenever they toss an attack coin. This does the same thing, except for every free count inflicts 1 sinking. So if they have 1 or 2 count, it does nothing basically. With this effect. But if they have 3, 4, and 5, when they toss an attack coin, they gain 1 sinking. If they have 6, 7, and 8, they gain 2 sinking. And if they have 9, they gain 3 sinking when they toss an attack coin. Do keep in mind that tossing an attack coin will not reduce the count, unlike bleed. And how its count gets reduced is turn end, half the count, kind of like nails. And then you gain bind equal to the count next turn, rounded down. So basically, if they had 9 Frostbite, halves, that's 4.5, rounded down, that's 4. So count drops to 4, and then they gain bind, 4 bind next turn. If they have 3, it'll drop to 1, and they gain 1 bind next turn. Simple as that. Yeah. So starting with a skill 1, actually wait. 3 to 7 speed range, 196, minus 2, 96, 69, 19. Funny numbers. After she takes 5 damage, she gets staggered. Yep. That's cool. Anyways, once again, resistant to blunt, but pierce fatal this time. Anyways, all 1 coin skills, by the way. 2 plus 9, totals an 11. Base power 0 for all of these, or offense level 0. On use, inflict 2 frostbite, base power plus 1 for every free frostbite of target, max free, so this means it can go up to a 14. I can count. It's basically, if they're at 9, this rolls a 14. Less than that, it's 13. Less than that, 12. On hit, inflict 2 sinking count. On hit, inflict 1 frostbite next turn. Also, yeah, she's incredibly positive on sinking count because she only has 1 coin skills. Also, the art for the skill effects is Curtis. Well, I took it from Lost Branch. You can tell, I took it from the cards from Lost Branch. This is the only thing I didn't really do. Besides the work done by the website. And then 1 frostbite next turn. Basically, this skill, he inflicts 2 frostbite and the turn it gets half down to 1. And then the next turn they gain 1, so they're back up to 2. Skill 2, 6 plus 9, that's 15. Inflicts 4 frostbite. Base power plus 1 for every free frostbite on target, max free. This is basically 16 at base, and then it could go to an 18. Because it inflicts 4 frostbite immediately. If you do skill 1 on first turn, into skill 2 on the second turn, this is getting 2 base power, making turning into 17. Anyways, on hit, 2 sinking count again. And then on hit, if they have 9 plus sinking, inflict 2 frostbite next turn. So this is just to make it not kind of free. If you need to like fall back a bit, you have the skill 1 to rely on because it's unconditional 1 frostbite next turn. But for the skill 2, it's like, hey, I don't want it to be too easy for you. So hope you got a team for this, because otherwise it's not going to be as easy to get that large amount of sinking. Although, if the enemy's rolling a lot of attack coins, or doing a ton of clashes, you will stack up the sinking potency pretty quickly. Especially if they happen to have 6 at this point. Because like they have 6 at this, which means, and then let's say they have a free coin skill. You clash, that's 6 already. That's 6 potency. Anyways, you get 2 frostbite next turn, so that's just a +2. So if you start with this, it'll decay down to 2, start a turn again to its base 4 basically, which immediately powers up the next thing. Perfect Freeze, base 0 plus 9. You may have noticed something where the coin power does not change, and I always have it as 9 because the Baka. She's the 9 ball. Dawn fits the energy pretty well. Also, if you didn't notice, the sprites I used besides Dawn's head is not from Limbus. This is from Library of Runa, which is why it looks a bit odd. Also, the wings don't have a black outline on it, which also makes it look odd. And the rest of the body does not have the blue glow around it like the wings do, which also makes it look odd. The entire thing makes it look out of place, but I just couldn't be bothered to try and fix it. On use, double the value of Frostbite on target. So if we're at 4, they go to 8. If they're at 6, because you can do that with Ice Lance and Ice Scorched Blade, because if they're at 2, it sends them to 6, it halves to 3, and then inflicts 2 Frostbite next turn, they're at 5. Oh wait, it's 5, right. Doubles, because it's maxed 9, it's just kind of how Dark Flame works. If you try and apply more than that, it just sets it to the max instead. So it'll try and apply 5, but that would set it to 10, so instead it just goes to 9. And then on use, double that. And then the second on use effect is reuse the first coin for every free Frostbite on the target max 3. That's kind of strong. And then on kill inflicts free Frostbite on all enemies next turn. And that's basically getting you a free boost to the other enemies that get started with, because presumably you haven't hit any other enemies. This is assuming you're just targeting one person. But yeah, the reuse, that's similar to how Ishmael's work, so it will apply during the clash. So reuse the first coin for every free Frostbite target max 3, so that turns into a 4-coin skill with plus 9 on all of them, so that's 9 plus 18 plus 27 plus 36. That is 9 times 1, that's 9 times 10, that's 90. 90 raw damage. Which is the same as Self-Destructive Purge. That Self-Destructive Purge, yes. It does come with a condition of having that you need to ramp up to it, and it's not like you can pop it first turn and just have it, like Self-Destructive Purge. And it also has, you can't use it within the first 2 turns, basically, because of how, Dawn is the only source of Frostbite, basically. It requires ramping up, and that's why I think it's balanced. Self-Destructive Purge is balanced around the fact that negative sanity is not as good as being positive sanity. Because you will have a higher chance to hit the side of a coin you don't want. Because with positive sanity, it's pretty much 5% all the time. You're going to be at 45. With negative sanity, you're probably not going to be at minus 45 unless you're doing a solo. So yeah, there's that. I also realized you can't see my mouse. Because I've been, using my mouse to, circle around things, you guys can see my mouse. That's fine, you don't really need to see my mouse for this. Anyways, so yeah, that does also mean it's clashing out of 36. As a positive coin skill. Which is kind of strong, but yeah. It's also still really strong with only 6 Frostbite, because then it's a free coin skill, and that's 9 times 6, which is 54 raw damage. Still really good, but that means you had free Frostbite doubles into 6. Yeah, that's it's good damage, but yeah, the main payoff is supposed to be for when you have max Frostbite. And yeah, if you only get 1 reuse, that's clashing at 18 and only hitting for 36. Anyways, to block, -2, 10 plus 9. Ice block, when attacked, inflict 1 Frostbite to the attacker. This skill's effect does not stack with multiple uses. I just realized that's uncapped. It's not very PM wouldn't make that uncapped. I'm gonna have to put like max 4 or something. Max 4 per enemy? Maybe, yeah, max 4 per enemy. That sounds good. So that's really only applying in that of too. What is interesting though is that this can increase the amount of sinking they get for tossing an attack coin mid-attack because of that. The passive absolute 0. When applying excess frostbite, get damage up instead. 1 damage up for every 1 excess frostbite. This is basically, let's say they're at 7 frostbite somehow. I don't know how, but they're at 7. Actually, I think 7's an impossible number, but let's just use that for an example. You perfect freeze to double, so it's supposed to be set to 14. That's 5 excess, meaning you're gaining 5 damage up, which is in fact a 50% damage bonus. But yeah. Alright, what's the highest you can get? Like, if for some reason you just had a bunch of skill tiers, because, like, Ice Lance into Ice Forge Blade to Ice Forge Blade. Actually, Ice Lance, that takes it to, you Ice Lance again, that's 4, that halves, takes you to 3. The highest Ice Lance can go is 3. This, that's 7, that'll depreciate down to 3 again, inflict 2, that's 5. If you used this again, that takes it to 9. That'll halve down to 4, and then plus 2, that's 6. Okay, so the highest you can have without using the skill break is 6. Actually, Ice Block might be able to do weird shenanigans and also increase it more in the same turn. But I'm assuming that she only has 1 skill slot. Obviously, if she has multiple skill slots, it'll ramp up faster and other stuff. 6, right? It gets doubled, that gets set to 12, that's an excess of 3, meaning you're getting 3 damage up, which is a 30% damage bonus for the skill free. Yeah, that's pretty good. It is same turn damage up. Yeah, 30% damage increase! Woohoo! And yeah, that's it. The bind is just because it's cold, and sinking is because it's melting, I guess. I don't know. That's really all I came up with Dawn. Or like Strongest Fairy Dawn, Cherno Dawn. This really only happened because I thought Dawn's personality and Cherno's personality were very similar, and I tried to make it work. I guess the bind just makes it redirecting easier, I guess. So that you don't have to go in opposed of these. And I guess it means, like, it makes it easier to clash. So you don't go in opposed, because you want to clash to trigger this. And it's way easier to maintain than bleed, at the very least, because you don't care about count. It's like I meshed together bleed, nails, and pink ribbons to make a sinking variant of like those 3 things combined. That's what Frostbite is. And I guess Dark Flame for like the max counts, but that's not really part of it. It was very tempting to just do like deal 9% more damage for every frostbite on the target for a perfect freeze, and just have it deal like 81% more damage, or have it cause sinking deluge if they have 9 frostbite. But no, I just went with this instead. Because I couldn't figure out a way. I wanted it to still be a one coin and not make the base power ridiculous, while still having a base power of 9. Or coin power 9. This used to have a base power of 3, but that also meant you were getting a free 12 damage out of it, which meant the raw damage is 102, which is really good. The only other reason why I could see this ID being a problem damage-wise is the fact that, oh, I guess W Dawn does exist. Yeah, there is opportunity cost of W Dawn. Because you're missing out on 2 fragile and like the every free turns rip space, and rip space also hits like a truck because it has like a coin power. It's like base 1 coin power 6, so it goes up to 31. Hold on, I can calculate numbers. Hold on. Calculator. This turned into a Limbus stream kind of quickly, didn't it? So if it's plus 6, that means... Wait. No, it's... Yeah, it's plus 6 with 5 coins. So it's 7 plus 13 plus 19, plus 25, plus 31. That's raw damage and 95 on Rip Space. And I guess plus 5 because of a 5 Rupture, so that's 100. Her Rip Space deals 100. It does require setup because you need 10 charge. And that usually takes 2 turns because you just use her skill 1 into skill 2, and guess what? That's more than 10 charge, even with the turn end decay. And then you have the backup, who is she gets some damage through sinking. Easier to proc her effects and gain more sinking via the bind. 90 raw damage, but it gets a 30% damage up under like best conditions. And well, even on turn 3, if you do like Ice Forge Blade, how much is that? It's 4, that sends it to 6, depreciates to 3, you get 5, so you're only getting 1 damage up, so that's 99 raw by turn 3. Although you could spend 1 more turn if you did Ice Lance, Ice Forge Blade into skill 3, that's 99 plus 18, 117 damage raw. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference, honestly, if you're just gonna using another skill. But yeah, so there is opportunity cost, because I was thinking it's like similar situation to N Claire versus Sank Claire. Because Sank Claire has faster speed, more consistent, bit higher damage of crits, and still very big numbers, like fairly close, as to benefit of being a positive coin ID, so you know, more consistent. N Claire is super high damage, but he's a negative coin ID and needs to take downturns when he gets a bit too depressed. So all in all, they kind of even out, whether you want raw damage or a bit of support with good clashing. Reliable clashing at that, plus, you know, speed and all that.